Welcome to another Crafting with Roswell. Today we'll be making mini wood crates. In your kit, you will have 16 jumbo craft sticks and 8 mini craft sticks. You will also need a hot glue gun or other craft glue, pencil, ruler, and scissors. For suggested extras, that would be paint if you want to add finishing touches to your crate. To save time, I've gone ahead and pre-cut a few of the pieces that we will be needing for this project. And here's an example of a finished crate. So to start, we will need to take 6 of our jumbo craft sticks and cut them to 5 inches long. So to do this, I squared off one end of the craft stick just by using a pair of scissors to cut that off. Then marked 5 inches on my ruler, made a line with my pencil, and then trimmed at that point. Then I did the same step for the other 5, making one end squared off, and then using the piece that I had already measured to 5 inches to then mark my lines, to then square these off as well, cutting these to 5 inches. We will also need 6 pieces that are 2.75 inches long. So same process as I used for this. I squared off one end of each stick, then measured 2.75 inches, drew a line and cut one piece, and then used that piece as a guide to then mark and then cut my 6 total side pieces. The mini sticks stay whole. There's no cutting required. And I still have 4 pieces left, and these 4 pieces will become the bottom of my crate. And I've decided to not cut these ahead of time to make sure that they accurately fit the bottom of my crate to keep it stable. So let's start building. So my glue gun is all warmed up. And this process can get a little messy with the strings from your hot glue gun, but they can be easily cleared away at the end. So I'm going to start by building one of my sides. And when you build your sides, these mini craft sticks are going to act as supports to assemble our entire project. So we're going to need one support on this end and one support on this end in order to keep our sides stable. So as long as you have it evenly spaced in your eye, and as long as your mini craft stick fits along your side, that's the perfect sizing. There's no right or wrong way to assemble this, just making sure your mini craft stick touches all 3 pieces of your sides in order to provide some stability. So I'm just going to go ahead and a little ways in from the end of the sticks, add a dollop of glue. So you're going to see I have little trails in between. It's kind of hard to avoid. Now I'm just going to take my mini craft stick, place it on top, and push it down into that glue. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So a little ways in from the end, add 3 dollops of glue, and then place my mini craft stick. We're going to let that set. So I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to go ahead and take my next 3 pieces. And if you want to make sure you're kind of evenly spaced, you can always do this trick. So here's my finished piece. I'm just going to line up each piece roughly where my original set was. Add my glue to make my stabilizers using the mini glue sticks, mini craft sticks, sorry, on this one as well. And with any wood crate, the rustic effects, these do not have to be perfectly spaced all the way around. So I'm going to set this one aside, and now I'm going to start making the sides. So again, following the spacing already set by my first piece, I'm going to do the same thing here, adding glue and adding my supports. But this time I'm going closer to the edge for my glue and my support. So it's just to the edge, not too far in, not overhanging the edges of my pieces. And there's a little flexibility when you first add your glue. And there is one side. And you're going to end up with all kinds of little glue strings. I'll do my last side. Just quick adjustments before I start placing. And there's my second side. To start assembling, I'm going to take one of my sides and just with my finger kind of peel away any of the hot glue that's really over sticking the sides. Usually with your nail, you can just give it a little scrape. And if you want to at this point, before you really start assembling, just kind of work your fingers in between the slats. And work away any of your glue strings. Same thing with our larger side piece. Just using my nail to kind of scrape away at all the strings that collect. So next I'm going to apply glue along this side support beam. And then place my side into that glue. So I'm along the edge and just in that hot glue. And just let that set up. I'm going to do the same thing with the other pieces. So go ahead and give them a quick cleanup. Do the same thing with this side. So just and then just pulling away any of the glue that might be overhanging, which would interfere with our assembling our box as flush as possible. So since I glued on this side for this one, I am going to glue on the opposite side for this one. So again, just glue at the end. Nice healthy amount. And place in my side piece. A little extra glue. I'll wipe that away. So now I will add glue here and here to then assemble my crate. So for this step you have to be a little quick in order to put everything together before your glue sets up. So I like to put in on the side first and then match up to the top. You may have a little overhang. That can always be trimmed with your scissors afterwards if you want to. Since these craft sticks cut pretty easily. I'm just gently holding while I trim these away. That way I'm not applying pressure to the rest of my crate while it finishes setting up. Clean up any glue pieces. And there is my basic shape. Now to do the bottom, I still have these 4 craft sticks. So I'm just going to place these down on my mat. Place my crate on top. Hold my crate down. And then just trace along the sides. and then start cutting my sticks. And beware of flying pieces. And I'll just go through, add a little bit of glue, the width of the stick on each side. Add on my bottom piece. And there you have it. Your own mini wood crate, perfect for use on your desk and storing small items. Very reminiscent of a farmer's market, which starts up soon for our city of Watertown. If you have any questions, please reach out and I'll be happy to help.